Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Emacs. Today, I'll be going over the basics of managing windows and screens inside of Emacs. Today's video will help you to optimize your screen real estate and minimize the need to use the mouse. If you're enjoying the content, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Your feedback has been really helpful to motivate me to keep making more videos. Before jumping into window commands, we need to understand the difference between a buffer and a window. A buffer represents the text inside of a file, whereas a window is a way to view a specific portion of a buffer. In Emacs, the term window is a little different compared to the standard graphical display terms. You can have multiple windows inside of a frame, and each window displays a buffer. You can have multiple windows showing the same buffer or different buffers. Okay, with some of the jargon out of the way, let's jump into some of the commands. So the first two commands are the very basic commands of Ctrl+X2 and Ctrl+X3. These commands split the window, and as their names suggest, they split the window below or they split the window to the right. So let's try Ctrl+X2. You see that it splits the frame into two windows horizontally, and the current buffer displayed in the upper window is still the selected buffer, or the selected window. You can see that by the highlighted point and the fact that it's blinking. In the lower window, which is not selected, the point is not blinking and it is just an outline. Once you've split your windows, if you want to go back to only one window, you can run Ctrl+X1 in the selected window, and it'll make it so that that is the only window that is displayed. So let's try that. Ctrl+X1 in the upper window, and it returns to just that single window. And now we can try Ctrl+X3 to split the window vertically. And now we see there are two windows displaying the same buffer of this help about splitting windows, and now those windows are split vertically. Now that we've got the window on the right highlighted, we can run a command like Ctrl+X, Ctrl+F to find a file, and we're going to visit the file inside my home directory code/test.go. So you see that the window on the right now displays a buffer of the file test.go, whereas the one on the left still displays the Windows help info. Now that we have the right window highlighted, we may want to scroll the other window, so the left-hand window, which is not highlighted. And so for that, we can run Ctrl+Meta+V, and that will scroll the window downward. It'll scroll the other window downward, and in this case, that means the left window. So we can scroll it again with Ctrl+Meta+V, and we can scroll it back upward with Ctrl+Meta+Shift+V. Now those commands are a little bit awkward to press, so it's very common to rebind those, and I may make another video on keyboard bindings. One thing you might have noticed is that the left-hand window is breaking the lines, making it quite difficult to read. So one way we can fix that is to shrink or expand the windows horizontally. So since I have the right hand selected, I'll run Ctrl+X, left brace, to shrink that window horizontally. And I have repeat mode, so I can just keep pressing left brace to keep on shrinking it. Now the lines are much easier to read on the left side, although the right side might be a little more difficult to read now. So if it were the right window that we wanted to expand horizontally, we could run Ctrl+X right brace to expand it, and again, I'll just keep pressing right brace to keep on expanding it. If you ever are annoyed by the fact that these windows aren't balanced, you can run Ctrl+X+ to rebalance them. Now imagine you wanted to open up another file in this right-hand window. We can run Ctrl+X2 to open it. Go to that buffer with Ctrl+XO, run Ctrl+X, Ctrl+F to find a new file, like, for example, newtest.go, and open it up. So now we've got these three windows open. And again, we can run Ctrl+XO to keep cycling through the windows. And since I have repeat mode, I can just keep pressing O to keep on cycling through the windows. Similar to resizing horizontally, we can also resize vertically with Ctrl+X and caret, which for me is Shift+6, to expand the region vertically. And I can repeat that with another caret, and I can shrink it with a V command with repeat mode. If you're not familiar with repeat mode, if you have Emacs version 28 or higher, you should be able to run meta-x repeat -mode, and that should enable it. Well, disable it because I already have it enabled. And you can add that to your .emacs file to enable it every time you start Emacs. One last helpful command is that you might want to close just a single window that you've got open. For example, I'll close this lower right window with Control-X 0. It closes the currently selected window. It's similar to Control-X1, which keeps only the current window, except it's kind of the opposite of it. All right, with that, you should be able to open up multiple different buffers inside different windows and resize them accordingly and select the one that you want or close unwanted windows. Go ahead and try it out yourself. And as always, thanks for watching.